The morning sun spilled golden light across the glass towers of downtown. Cars honked in the distance. The marble lobby of one of the city's most powerful companies glistened like a palace, shiny floors polished to perfection, faint smell of lemon cleaner, and the echo of hurried footsteps bouncing off high ceilings. In a corner, a gray-haired janitor bent down, quietly mopping a stubborn stain. His shirt was faded, his shoes worn, but his movements carried patience, almost dignity. His name was Mr. Daniel, a man most people passed by without a glance. He hummed softly to himself as he worked, while employees in sharp suits walked past, some smirking, some pretending he wasn't even there. To them he was invisible, but today, everything was about to change. At precisely 9, the glass doors burst open. A tall figure entered, the CEO himself, Mr. Richard Hale, known for his arrogance as much as his wealth. His shoes clicked against the marble, his briefcase gleaming like a trophy. Assistants hurried behind him, afraid to slow him down. "Careful! Don't get water on my shoes!" Richard snapped at the janitor without even looking at him. Mr. Daniel quietly pulled his mop aside, bowing his head, but his eyes carried a silent weight, a story untold. The employees chuckled, whispering, "Look at the old man. Probably never touched $1 in his life. Imagine working all your life just to mop floors." Their laughter echoed. The janitor's hands trembled slightly on the mop handle. He didn't respond. He just kept cleaning. Narrator's pause. CTA number 1. Friends, how many times have we judged someone by their job or appearance? How many times have we forgotten that dignity lives in every heart? If you believe respect should never depend on wealth, take a second to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more stories of kindness and truth. That day, Richard carried something precious, a small velvet box with a ring inside. He was on his way to announce his engagement to his investors. Proudly, he opened the box in front of his staff. "Custom made. Worth more than most of you earn in a year," he boasted, holding the diamond ring under the lobby's chandelier light. Gasps filled the room. Cameras flashed, but then silence. The janitor, Mr. Daniel, froze. His eyes widened. He stepped closer, his breath catching in his throat. The world seemed to blur, and then in a trembling whisper he said the words no one expected. "Sir." "That ring belongs to my family." The lobby fell into stunned silence. A coffee cup slipped from someone's hand and shattered on the floor. Even the air conditioner's hum seemed to fade. "What did you just say?" Richard barked, laughing coldly. "That ring," Daniel repeated, voice stronger now. "It belonged to my late wife. It was stolen from our home years ago." Richard's face drained of color. His hand shook. The briefcase he clutched slipped and crashed onto the floor. Papers spilled everywhere. Gasps, whispers, shock. The CEO stammered, "Impossible. I bought it from a collector." But Daniel reached into his pocket and pulled out a faded photograph. Himself, young, standing beside a smiling woman wearing that exact ring on her finger. The match was undeniable. The staff leaned closer, their disbelief turning to awe. Richard's arrogance cracked. His voice wavered. I didn't know. But the truth was written on everyone's faces. For years they had mocked the janitor. And now, the universe had revealed a hidden chapter of his life. One employee whispered, "He's not just a janitor. He's a man with a story, a man who lost everything." Tears welled in Daniel's eyes, but this time, they weren't tears of shame. They were tears of recognition. He didn't feel small, he felt seen. Narrator's pause, climax CTA. If this moment moved you, if you believe that every soul carries untold treasures, type respect in the comments. Don't let the world silence stories like this. Subscribe to Kindness Valley and share kindness everywhere. Richard bent down, picking up the papers he had dropped. But for the first time, he didn't look like a powerful man. He looked humbled. He looked fragile. Slowly, he handed the ring box back to Daniel. "It belongs to you." "I am sorry." A hush fell over the lobby. No one laughed now. Instead, they looked at Daniel with respect, with admiration. Daniel closed the box gently, pressing it to his heart. He whispered, "My wife always believed the truth finds its way home. And in that moment, it had. The arrogant CEO who once mocked the humble janitor now stood exposed, and the man once invisible now stood tall. Justice didn't arrive with anger. It arrived with truth, and the lesson was clear. Never judge by appearances. Never measure a soul by its job. Kindness Valley protects, and truth always shines through. In final CTA, if this story touched your heart, let it live on. Like, comment, and subscribe to Kindness Valley to spread respect, humility, and kindness across the world. And because every human being carries a story you cannot see.